Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of Kingdom Come Deliverance. And when we last left off, we replaced some eggs in the chicken coops with charcoal, we stained the baths with blood, we also swapped out a few meats in the butcher shop, and I was looking for red toe doe roe deer thing, and we got it. We went and hunted off camera, and I got the red doe meat around here. It was sort of like along this road to the south of the river of Ratai, right around in here. Everyone online was saying how difficult the doe was to hit. Well, I think I got lucky because they were in a group and were like tripping over each other.
James Madonna.
Ahem. They were tripping over each other, so it was an easy shot, and we got 54 meat, so I grabbed it all. And now we are ready to replace it at the butcher shop, which is right in here. If the butcher is up and about, that would be ideal. Let's open this up and see. Oh, indeed. The door's still open. Well, this is going to be easy peasy. Replace with roe deer meat.
It needs more time to get good and rotten.
Well, poop. All right, so that's just a matter of hours then. We could take a seat and let it get rotten, which I think I'll do, and be right back with you. All right, the deer meat is at 28 rather than 49. Hopefully the door is still left open and we can just waltz right on in there. Indeed we can. I'm glad the game stopped us from doing it whenever it wasn't good enough. There we go. There we go, replace, and that looked disgusting. All right, so that is that, and I think that also completed the objective to place rotten meat at the butcher shop. And we also leveled up in hunting. So we can go ahead and get our hunting perk here, open sesame. All right, so recover tusk, get more offal, wild animals more damage, or will be less skittish. Well, I'm not a hunter type person, so wild animals more damage seems to be the way to go. That way they fall really, really quick, fast, and in a hurry. Outstanding. So that just leaves in No Rest for the Wicked to bury Lev's remains in Ratai, talk up to the gossip about the charcoal burner, and ask the gossip about the brave lad. So, we could go to Ratai and bury him, but the Charlatan did say, wouldn't you want to keep the bones and I'll buy them off of you? So, we'll be a little bit greedy. Hey, what's up? So a bandit was just... Oh, bandit stole from the shop owner. I got you. All right, so we're going to head to the gossip. And I don't know if we want to talk to her about the charcoal burner or go straight to the lad. Seems like we can do the lad. So about the brave fellow.
Good wife.
You're still here, lad? I thought you'd have fled by now.
No, I'm not scared.
Why on earth would I do that?
Because there's a revenant on the prowl. The whole village is talking about it, and everyone is terrified.
That's a good sign.
Ah, that. But I heard there's one brave lad who's not afraid.
You mean Felix?
Well, I don't know what his name is.
We ran into Phoenix last episode.
No revenant.
That's him. The fool doesn't believe what's going on under his own nose. He hasn't the sense he was born with.
All right. Is he afraid of anything?
Is he brave or just stupid? Surely he's afraid of something.
I couldn't tell you. But if he's to be believed, he doesn't fear the devil himself.
And do you believe him?
Well, it's true he never seems bothered by anything. But then he's always with that other pair.
What pair? Yeah, what pair?
2 mates of his.
But he was alone in the tavern.
Aye, they're not locals. But outside the village, wherever he goes, they go with him.
He
Like
even
to the
said he'd
grave.
spend the night at the graveside, just to prove there's no revenant.
Aye, all talk and no action.
Who are these 2 fellas?
They're not bad lads, but they're no heroes, that's for sure.
Good
How's
thing
that?
I am.
Them two have their fears, but then who doesn't?
What are they afraid of?
The first one wouldn't even go into the woods alone because he's afraid of wild animals.
Ah, is that so? I
Even
wonder
like
why.
rabbits?
He got lost in the forest as a young lad, and he wasn't found till next morning. Shaking and pale as a ghost he was when they found him.
All right. Poor boy.
Poor lad. Must have been scared out of his wits.
That he was.
What about the other one?
He's afraid of fire.
So
Why?
if we have a fiery woodland
His
creature,
own father
we're all
burned
set.
him. God forgive him. As a young lad, he was playing with fire and nearly set fire to the house. So his pa taught him a lesson he wouldn't forget.
Poor lad. That's a terrible way to teach a child.
My words, exactly.
All right, we're getting
Ah,
buddy-buddy.
It's been an
Nice.
interesting chat. Thanks, good wife.
All right, so we've asked her about the brave lad. Now what do we do? Go back to the charlatan. Well, we can do that. I believe the charlatan is in his stall. And I imagine if we tell the charlatan what they're afraid of, he is going to concoct some large, grand scheme about setting a deer on fire or something like that. Best of both worlds. What do you say, charlatan?
Jesus, what do you want from me now?
Is that any way to talk to me? So, yeah, I know how the haunting goes. How about, well, now that we've placed the last bit of meat, this should be really good.
How am I doing so far?
I already told you, Henry. Everyone is scared out of their wits.
Except the
I know.
brave boys.
I was just wondering if anything had changed.
Well, everyone is talking about how all the butcher's meat went
All right,
off
so we did get all the
after
meat.
being touched
Nice.
by the hand of evil.
What, does this look like the hand of evil to you? Good. The more frightened they are, the better. Maybe then you'll sell lots of remedies, and maybe you'll share some of the profits with your loyal apprentice.
Indeed, I did spend
Maybe.
4,000 on a
Maybe.
recipe. All right, so these fearless fellows.
This brave fella, Felix his name is, if we can get him to spend the night at the grave, he won't be alone. Wherever he goes, he always has two mates tagging along.
Like he's afraid to be alone.
That's what I'm thinking.
Could be.
So, if we could get him there alone, it shouldn't be too hard to scare him.
Maybe, maybe not. He claims he's not afraid of anything.
That's easy to say. I'm not so sure. Only, we have to get rid of the other two.
Right.
What do you know about them?
So we set
of
one
them
on
is afraid of
fire.
wild animals. Won't even go into the woods on his own.
I see. And the other one?
Well, he's afraid of fire, but I doubt an ordinary campfire would do the trick.
Well, we'll think of something. Anyway, you take care of the first one.
How, though?
Haven't you learned anything from me? Talk to a dog.
Talk
Of
to a
course.
dog.
Why didn't I think of that? Any particular one, Master?
The most frightening one, of course.
And how am I supposed to recognize him? One looks the same as another.
By his bark, naturally. Can't you hear him? He'd scare the wits out of anyone.
That's a dog.
Either that or Satan in the guise of a beast.
All right. And what do I do with him?
Have a conversation with him and see if you can mimic his bark.
Interesting.
Yeah, great idea. People will think I'm barking mad.
Yeah.
Learn wild animal calls. Find the dog with the strange bark. Is it here in town? All right, so somewhere in Ledetchko then, maybe even across the river. Okay. Listen for a bark. This may take a bit, so I'll walk around the search area and see if I can find this so-called dog with a strange bark. I'll be right back. All right, I hear something. Is it this guy over here? That is beastly.
Come on then. Bark. Oof, what a beast you are. All right, let's see. Ruff. Bo!
That is...
Again? Bo! Bo! Woo! Woo!
That is like guttural. That is a natural dog.
Bo! Bo! That's still not quite it. Yeah. Bo! Bo!
I wonder if the voice actor was actually in here, like, trying it.
Boo! 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 That's it. And now
Is
I'm
it?
officially the village idiot.
All right, so we got it. Yeah, that was interesting indeed. So not too far from the Charlatan, just standing back there in the field. So now we can head back to the Charlatan, and maybe he'll say, you know, wait, let's wait for the... Oh, I can hear him.
Cultivated from a rose bush.
We cut through? All right, yeah. All right. I know I heard him screaming somewhere, but now, do you think we'll be hiding in the woods, barking at this poor creature? All right, let's do it.
How did you get on?
I found that mutt. Although from the noises it made, you'd hardly guess it was a dog.
Yeah, it didn't
you
sound like a
learned to
dog.
bark.
I have, master.
So bark.
All right.
I thought I'd stoop so low. Bo! Bo!
Perfect.
But what if it's not enough?
Yeah, true.
Ah, ye of little faith. Besides, can you think of any other way?
If we want to have him there on his own, I could always knock the other two out.
This is
And what
true.
if he finds them unconscious?
I can always haul them off somewhere he won't find them.
Just make sure you don't botch it, Henry. It could easily turn very sour.
Don't worry. But what about the other fella?
Yes, indeed.
Ah, yes, apprentice. You have the good fortune to witness a genius at work. Watch and learn.
He's going to do
An
fire
oil
starting?
lamp.
An oil lamp?
Precisely. Isn't it ingenious?
A marvellous invention, I grant you. But what do you want to do with it?
That's the clever part. I've hung a lamp like this over the Revanant's grave. All you have to do is shoot it down. It'll fall on the grave and burst into flames.
Now that's pretty cool.
Well, that could work. Only,
Only what?
how can you be sure I'll manage to shoot it down?
Oh, ye of little
believe in
faith.
you, Henry. You're my apprentice.
I can shoot it down,
versed
no
in the ways
problem.
of
I
our
killed that
craft.
roe deer.
Right, I almost forgot.
Anyway, you can practice. The lamp is already hanging up. It just hasn't been lit yet.
Aye, I'll give it a go. And then what?
Then you just have to goad our Felix into putting his money where his mouth is.
But what if he doesn't fall for it?
Refusing would ruin his credibility. Go and see him. I'll bet you anything, if you present it right, he'll jump at it.
All right, I'll give it a try.
Well, our speechcraft is pretty
Don't
good.
delay, though. Practice with the lamp first, if you like, or just go straight to him.
All right, try shooting the lamp down from the tree. I mean, we can give it a go, and then we need to provoke Fearless Felix. All right, so let's see where this oil lamp is. How big of target is it? And how good do I have to be to shoot this thing down? So is the grave over here? Yeah, I believe it's on top of the hill. Plenty of running to do. Yeah, it was right up there, I believe. Tell you, Henry's getting in his calisthenics, jumping all of these fences. Nope. Jumping fences just to be stuck in a bush. All right, Shadow Mirror. All right, let's go to the grave. And I don't exactly know where I will be in the grand scheme of things, so I don't know what my angle is going to be for this. If we're lower, that's going to be more difficult. We'll just take a look at the lamp, though, and see. All right, so here is Oh, is that it? All right, hold up. Wait a minute. Yeah, there it is. All right, let's see if we can shoot her down. Let's try from, like, maybe back here. All right, got it. I don't know exactly where I aim to get it, but I know it can be done. All right. Come on, Henry, get out of the grave. Come on now. All right. So we completed that objective. Now we just need to provoke Fearless Felix. All right, so I will head to Felix and be right back with you. All right, here we go. Fearless Felix and his two friends, which actually kind of looks like my friend. Hello, Fearless Felix.
I've heard
Provocation.
there's a revenant haunting these parts.
Ah, you don't want to believe those old wives' tales.
Well, it's not true then.
Of course not. It's just a lot of fairy tales.
Bet you won't do it.
You're kind of sure of yourself, aren't you?
That I am. And what's it to you?
Nothing. It's just that, well, bold talk doesn't prove anything.
Are you saying I'm lying?
No, I'm saying bald talk. Can you... Exactly that.
I'm saying I don't think you have the balls to back up your talk.
If it'll shut you up, I'll gladly sleep by the grave.
All right, sounds good.
That I would love to see. So when are you going to do it?
Just as soon as I can in the evening.
All right, we've provoked him. He's going to go sleep by the grave. Now, he may have his buddies with
And
him.
now you can...
What?
Shh! Quiet, Henry. You'll give us away. Sorry. What's that you're wearing? What do you think it is?
It's a wild beast.
I don't know, some new fashion? It's my Revanant costume, of course.
My apologies, Master, for not recognizing it immediately.
You obviously still have a lot to learn.
So, did they come?
Yes, all three. They're camping at the top of the hill.
Right. I'll have time to get haunting then. Where do I start?
The howl
I'll
first?
leave that up to you. The main thing is to scare off the two cronies first. I'll take care of Fearless Felix.
So I'll scare one off with the lamp,
Yes, just make sure no one sees you shooting.
and the other one with fearsome noises.
That will probably take a few attempts. Ideally, a bit at a time.
Let him work up an appetite for more, so to speak.
I couldn't have put it better myself. Just don't give yourself away.
All
I
right.
won't, but if they do happen to see me coming,
Then you'd better vanish like a wisp of smoke. Or make some excuse.
and what will you be doing?
I'll wait somewhere out of the way for a while, and then I'll crash in. So make sure the other two are gone by then.
So we're on a bit of a time limit then to get this gone. Frighten the two brave fellows. Now you need to get close enough to hear you and then let roar instead of whistling. Of course, making noises takes a toll, so you have to wait while your vocal cords are rested before grunting again. Interesting. Let's go ahead and take off all of this heavy crap so I am nice and sneaky. 54, 38, 34, 20. Lower visibility, the coif, the jacket, and the gambeson. All right. So where, oh where, are they? Let me take a look at the map. All right, just to my left. There they are.
Back trouble?
All right, so I think these bushes will be okay. I thought we were supposed to be grunting. Do we need to be trespassing? There we go. Now we can grunt.
Christ, that noise again. What the? Could it be an animal? Probably nothing. What kind though? Oh no, not again. No, please God, no. I can't stand this. No, no, please, no. They're everywhere. They'll devour me.
Yes,
Christ,
we
I
will.
gotta get away from here. What's that noise? What kind of animal makes a noise like that? Could it be an animal? Sound? What kind though? Animal, I suppose.
Do we get them running?
That's a strange sound. Could it be an animal? Animal, I suppose. What kind though?
Okay, I think the other one ran away. So where is the oil lamp? I know it was up in a tree. Yeah, it's just the two. Oh, there's the oil lamp there. Maybe. Yeah, that should be it. Alright, so back here, no one should be able to see us shooting. That was just low. That hit the tree. Just to the right. Got it. So maybe that fire's going to spread. There we go. Frighten the first two brave fellows is done. Wait until the Charlatan scares off the last of the brave fellows. So there we go. Crouching chameleon. Here comes the Charlatan. Nice. All right, I think that's mission accomplished. Charlatan. There we go.
That was something.
Yes, it
Did
was.
you like that, eh?
Wonderful. I haven't had so much fun since I dressed up as the Pope.
Oh, I'm sure that went
Did you see
well.
him run? Like all the demons of hell were on their heels.
One was quite enough, evidently.
So what now?
Now I just wait for my customers to turn up. Come and see me tomorrow before noon, and you'll get your well-earned reward.
Nice. We'll sleep here for the night then. All right, sounds good. So I'll go ahead and get some sleep here then. And we will see the Charlatan in the morning. Just one moment. All right, 8:30 in the morning. The Charlatan is here. Let's see what kind of reward we get.
What do you want?
I want my reward.
What about the dead man's remains?
You still have them?
I do.
No, you said to keep them. What do I do with them now?
I'll buy them from you.
What on earth for?
The bones of a revenant. Those can be valuable goods. What do you say?
Sure. I'll sell them.
All
Why
right.
not?
I'll sell them to you.
Splendid.
For like $100, right? Oh, man. I almost want to bury him in Ratai. 175 gold ain't much at all.
It's not the Holy Grail. Forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we shall. Anyway,
About those remains.
maybe we have to bury him
Have
and
you
then we
changed
get our
your mind?
reward? I want to bury
I
them.
think I'd rather.
You could.
At least the poor wretch will.
Okay, so we already
Fucking
did
that's all.
that.
That's probably the new.
True.
If you must.
Okay, so why not? Let's ask the old crone about the charcoal burner. Try not to let up because, I mean, we've got the town scared now, so I think our cover should be good. And then we'll go ahead and bury him. It seems like the right thing to do. Oh, of course she's not outside yet. Oh, gossip. Where is the gossip? There you are. I'd like to ask you about the charcoal burner, please.
Good wife.
Yes, lad. What can I do for you?
You know, I can't stop thinking about what happened to that poor wretch.
I'm sorry it troubles you. It's kind of you to be concerned. It gives me a little rest when I think of what happened.
And what did happen that was so terrible?
You were considerate enough not to press me last time. So I'll tell you.
Nice.
Several people from the village went to have it out with Lev, but he grabbed an axe and drove them off. He swore if anyone came near him, he'd burn their house down. Then he buried his wife and child in the meadows beyond Ledetchko. I saw him carving 3 statues there.
Lev, you say his name was. What kind of
I
statues?
forgot my helmet.
There's 3 roughly carved beams there, each with a human face, except the smallest, which has no face at all.
For the stillborn child, I suppose. What happened then?
Nothing. He went back to his work, but never spoke to the villagers again. He'd even go all the way to Rattay for food, rather than talk to anyone here.
So he died alone in the end.
Actually, it was the villagers. It was us that killed him.
Man, no wonder
What?
this Revenant
Just on
was
account of
eating
his
at him.
stealing?
No. Not long after, fires started springing up in the village. And when the first house burned down, the folk were very angry.
And of course, suspicion fell on Lev.
Everyone was dead certain it was him. They all remembered his words. Do you know how arsonists are punished, lad?
Are they set
No,
on
I
fire
don't.
too?
By burning on the pyre.
That's what I thought.
But no one wanted to waste time with the law. We just went to his house at night, smashed in the door and windows, and threw lighting torches inside. And that was the end of him. But the fires didn't stop.
So he was innocent.
He was.
Well, I won't condemn you for it. It's for God to judge, but... May
Forgive
he
you.
forgive you for it.
Thanks, lad. I pray every day for forgiveness, and it's a weight off my shoulders to tell someone.
Good luck then.
All right, so we can bury his remains then. Near Ledetchko, optional A. All right. So out there, why not? So I'm gonna head out there and bury his remains. I guess would it be back in the hole that he was in? I guess we'll see when we get there, but I will be right back. So here we are at the gravestone. This looks like where he might have been wanted. And bury. Not so Christian burial.
Rest in peace.
All right. So I think that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We have buried him with his family. Not hallowed ground, as indicated by the achievement. Let's see, but little success, but that could all change. So is that quest still active? No, it hasn't finished yet. Interesting enough. Maybe a bug, maybe not. But we will call this episode here, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't know if there's another quest for me to take here in the Hans Capon DLC. What I'll try to do is see if there's any way to get the tournament back up and running, because we missed it the first time doing all the missions for Hans Capon. So if we could restart the tournament or speak to someone to get another tournament going, I hate to think that was a one and done. Like, if you don't do the tournament now, you're never going to do it again. But we'll just cross that bridge when we get there. If this is the finale of Kingdom Come Deliverance, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next DLC. Or maybe I'll see you next week. But that'll do it for me. Like, share. Well, hold on. We gotta see what the Charlatan thinks now that I told him I buried,
Good news. Now, about that thing you promised me.
Your well-deserved reward, certainly. Here you have it. Here's something extra for you. I sold a lot more than I expected, and I think it's all thanks to you.
What will you do now?
I could go now. I've coin enough, but I'll wait a while before moving on.
Why? I thought you didn't want to stay too close to Sasau for long.
But what if you needed my help?
Indeed. How could I forget all you've done for me? Well, at least I'll know where to find you.
All right, that was the actual end, ladies and gentlemen. I'll just tack this on before the outro. But now that the quest is over, we got paid 700 groschen. I imagine 600 for doing the quest and 100 for doing all of the task and making people scared. But that's going to do it for me and this Kingdom Come Deliverance video. We're done with the Charlatan, so we'll see what other quests await in the next episode. But like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.
Ladies and gentlemen.